And Bourbon Street was crazy last night. The French Quarter was nuts last night. Eagles fans were happy, and there was no disrespect. Nobody was Chiefs fans around, Eagles fans around. There were some people yelling, but it was few and far between. I was amazed at how calm and peaceful and just happy. The Eagles fans had reason to be happy, and the Chiefs fans who had reason to just go hide under the bed, they were, when you already got 3 of the last 5, it's easy to take one on the chin.
They don't need to hang their head.
When you got a fistful of jewelry, it's easy to take an L from time to time.
Tell me this. What did you think about the crowd disparity? Like, what was your take on how, we could certainly tell on TV it was Eagles. Was it 70-30, 80-20? I mean, at times it seemed like it was at least 3/4 of the stadium was Eagles fans.
Well, let me back up a step because, look, if I would have been able to change my pick, and I know it's easy to say that now. But if I would have been able to change my pick as a Friday night, I would have, because what I saw Friday night reminded me of the weekend before Super Bowl 48, not 43, only 5 years off, 48 in New York, because the week at Radio Row ended, and this is before you and I got, kind of slapped together. But after the week that was ended, and we're out and about, it's like, man, there's a lot of Seahawks fans. Like they're all Seahawks fans. And on Friday, Matt Casey, our producer, texted us from the airport that it was all Eagles fans coming in.
Yeah, it was.
And we went out to dinner Friday night. We're out walking around in the French Quarter, and it was all Eagles fans, with just one stray Mahomes jersey. And at the stadium, it didn't look as lopsided as it sounded. There was a lot of red, and at times the Chiefs fans were loud, like when they do their usual Chiefs yell at the end of the national anthem.
Sure.
You could hear that loudly. But, man, let me tell you, when the Chiefs first came out for pregame warm-ups in uniform, the first wave of them came out, incredibly loud boos.
Yeah.
Pregame.
Right.
And when the Eagles players came out in their uniforms for those final pregame warm-ups in full attire, very loud cheers, and it only got worse. It sounded extremely pro-Eagles. And I noticed the Eagles using the silent count. I mean, it was loud enough when both teams had the ball to force them to deal with it. But it definitely sounded pro-Eagles. It didn't look as much pro-Eagles as it sounded, but, man, it was stunning. And they put Taylor Swift on the video board during one of the commercial breaks, and she got booed as loud as anybody I've ever heard get booed in the stadium, except, maybe when Brett Favre went back to Lambeau Field, and she was kind of stunned by it. She was taken aback, and then she played it off as best she could, but it was surprising how loud it was when they popped her up there. So very, very pro-Eagles. Or anti-Chiefs crowd. Maybe all the neutrals have Chiefs fatigue. If you have Chiefs fatigue, you found a cure for it last night in the form of a 40-22 ass kicking.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I think a lot of the people that had no horse in this race were kind of rooting for the Eagles and had the Chiefs fatigue. I found that to be more times than not. Right, other than New York fans that might have been anti-Philadelphia because it's the Eagles and it's a rivalry and all that. But I think throughout the most of the country, I think people that were in the middle there certainly went Eagles just because they're sick of the Chiefs.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.